Should the federal government have bailed out Spirit Airlines? The federal bailout of the banking industry was a necessary economic evil. It was needed to protect the entire economy, a dreaded result of the too-big-to-fail approach to what is supposed to be a free market self-determined economy. But it created a bad precedent for others to believe that if the federal government bails out our nation's banks, after some of their shady business practices and risky preferred approaches, then why should a non-bank who is facing tough times and blocked from a merger not get some form of help? In our society, there is a great deal of social coddling, where we go through hoops to make sure that people do not suffer the consequences of their actions, choices, and attitudes. We deflect responsibility and cost to external people who had no true role in the event, but it is aesthetically pleasing to some that kindness is shown to one and taken away from a whole host of others. That coddling should not extend to the economy, as our free market economy needs to self-regulate by allowing poor-performing businesses to be put out of business by the markets. If consumers deem that your cost is not worth the quality that you provide, then you either need to increase the product and service offering or fold. There is no good in sending good money down the drain with bad entities. There needs to be market accountability, which is not easy. There are many people who had no direct impact on the failure who will now be without a job and paycheck. Travelers who did find their services appealing are now forced to find alternative means of transportations. Competitors trying to absorb the shock demand, which is unexpected all of a sudden volume increases. For some, those externalities are enough reason to bail out a poor-performing company. But, first you have to determine if the entity is able to be saved. Many businesses will look for a life-saving solution at that moment, but have no real plan to move forward. Do you bail out the business, force a management change, and hope the new team has a better chance at survival? Unfortunately for Spirit, there are enough providers of low-cost airfare. Southwest or JetBlue are direct competitors in this space. The same two that would be in this space of value flights if the merger between JetBlue and Spirit was not blocked. Except it would have been a more stable duo. But the anti-corporate politicians do not see the big picture.